Beware the finger guns. It's time for What the Spell. Hey everybody, this is Joe. Welcome to What the Spell, Dwemer Design in Dungeons & Dragons. Kim couldn't be here because this is one of the other early episodes we did, and this episode is a little bit different than the other ones that you've heard thus far, because instead of going through the history of the spell, we're going to try to fix one, and the spell that we're going to try to fix is True Strike. And I don't want to toot our own horn, but we figured it out. So you have that to look forward to. I'll just get all the housekeeping stuff out of the way, and then you can enjoy. You can see all the other cool stuff that we do, because we are the Mom Hat Comedy Group at mom-hat.com. That's mom-hat.com. We stream stuff, and we have videos on YouTube of us playing games and whatever. So if you wanted to see more comedy content, that's the way that you could do it. If you want to email us, you can do whatthespellemail@gmail.com. Thank you to the artist Halizna for the use of the song Swingin' Richards. That is the intro and outro of our show, and it is in the public domain, but I just appreciate that it's there. Finally, and give us a 5-star review on your podcatcher of choice. We are a new podcast, and it really helps. And I think that concludes all of the bookkeeping stuff. I hope you enjoyed today's show. We're getting to the point where now we know how to make the show from start to finish without these kind of weird breaks. So let me turn the music up and enjoy our discussion where we fix True Strike.
Thank you.
SRD. Now, Kim, do you know what that is?
The Sandy Delarue, Rio Delarue. I feel like I'm going the Seder. Wait, what? Is the D Dungeons or Dragons?
No, none of it was right. System reference document. It is what is essentially like the source code for Dungeons and Dragons.
I saw that movie, but I don't remember it. Go on.
You saw the movie Dungeons and Dragons?
No, I saw the movie Source Code. I know that I saw it because I have a little movie ticket for it, but I do not recall that movie.
But you kept the ticket.
Oh yeah, I keep every ticket. I paid like $8 for that ticket.
Well,
yeah.
You keep them somewhere?
Yeah, I have them in a shadow box. Actually, it's right behind me, but you can't see it because I don't have my camera on this time. Yeah.
Wow.
I have a shadow box with a movie ticket of Source Code.
Just filled with old movie stubs, just caked with popcorn grease.
Yeah, everything. Dating back, the oldest one I have is Death to Smoochie.
Wow.
And I think one of the newest ones I have is Dunkirk.
What a cinematic journey you've been on.
Yeah, I have all the saws.
Now, Kim, as I was saying, system reference document, which means this is what they give out to the people. This is free. If you want to play like most of D&D, they just give it away.
Okay.
You just have it.
That's how they get you though, right? That's how they got you.
The thing you need to play D&D, there's like two things. Both of them are free. The only things they sell are the things that like you can do yourself.
Right.
So you can, yeah. So this
is why Candy Crush Saga makes billions of dollars a year. But
exactly, you're just paying because it's a pain in the ass. D&D Beyond, which is the online repository of D&D knowledge that 1%ers like myself pay for.
You pay money for this?
Oh yeah, Kim, far out the ass.
Oh wow,
to have access to it. It's basically like ebooks, but also it's actually just ebooks.
It's like it's ebooks, but for people who are even more nerdy.
But not through Kindle though.
Yeah.
Kindle's for plebs.
Couldn't be bothered to only read. You had to also be super nerdy.
I swear to every god, if there was an Audible version of the Player's Handbook, that's what I would use.
You could do that. You could do that.
On the subject of useless well, actually, no, maybe not. Maybe there is something to that. You know what? We'll put a pin in that.
So what are we talking about today, man? What are we?
So they give this spell away because it's just so sweet, kind of. This spell is called True Strike. It is commonly referred to as the worst spell in the game. And Kim, we're gonna you and I are gonna put that to the test.
All right.
And trust me, I have quite the comment section that's going to assist us as we need it. True Strike is what's known as a cantrip, meaning you can just cast this over and over again.
It sounds like it could be annoying. Go on.
The casting time is 1 action, which means it takes 2 seconds to do this. And it has a range of 30 feet for some reason that I will get into in a moment. It is a somatic only spell, meaning you don't have to say anything. My phone went off. You don't have to say anything. Kind of like wing your hand and you do it. Mm-hmm. All right. It has a duration of 6 seconds. So it's 2 seconds to cast and it lasts 6 seconds.
I follow.
It's it's got some other shit to it, but here's the damage / effect. And this is literally what it says in D&D Beyond. It says damage / effect for knowledge, as in knowing something.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you could see into the future.
Right. Not like I know 4 things.
You're right. Yeah. I thought it was like maybe like you got +4 knowledge for a couple of seconds.
See, wouldn't that be great? No. Here's what it says to do. You point a finger at a target in range. Your magic. So Kim, I want you to keep that in mind. You have to point at it, which is not subtle. Your magic grants you a brief insight into the target's defenses. On your next turn, you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target, provided that the spell hasn't ended.
Okay.
Now, Kim, having played at this point years worth of D&D, can you see the problems with this, even as it's written?
I can, but I can also see how it could be tempting.
Mm-hmm. It is tempting, isn't it?
Right. Well, because like, what if I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna fight, and I'm just like 4 knowledge, and I point to you, and then I'm like, okay, he is very afraid of bees. And then I throw bees at you.
Okay. Now, hold on, Kim. Now, you've already fucked up.
I'm not surprised.
The magic grants you brief insight into the target's defenses. That sounds good, right? However, the spell clarifies the very next sentence. It's like it's correcting you. It's like, no. Actually, what that means is you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target, meaning that you don't know that I'm weak to bees. It's just if you chose bees, you would have advantage on using them. And in D&D terms, advantage means if you roll to attack me, you roll a second time.
Oh, okay. So that doesn't seem like foreknowledge, really. That just seems like you're lucky Larry there.
Yeah, you're lucky Larry. Now, Kim, that's the first. So we've already covered like 2 things. One, it doesn't seem to do the thing you wanted, which is like, I wanted to know like what you're weak to. That would have been.
This seems like a real monkey's paw.
A monkey's paw would be more useful even because it could also point and maybe do something else. Here's the other fun thing though, and this is my favorite part about it, Kim. The casting time on this is 1 action, right?
Right. 2 seconds.
Now, in D&D terms, you can do a lot in 2 seconds. Use a skill, climb a ladder.
Pretty short ladder, but go on.
Or, and this is my favorite part, Kim, you can attack something.
Okay.
Now, what this spell does is you gain advantage on your first attack roll against the target, which means you roll 2 times, right?
Right.
How many times do you get to roll if you just choose to attack someone 2 rounds in a row?
Bitch, I don't know.
2. If I don't cast this spell and I just attack you 2 times in a row.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Exactly. And this is the best part, Kim. It would have been a tactically advantageous thing to do because I could have hit you 2 times.
Okay, well, I want to play nerd's advocate here.
Okay, Kim, let's play nerd's advocate. Hang on, let me plug it in. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, now we're playing nerd's advocate.
So, I'm a nerd who knows a lot about D&D in this scenario.
Yes, you are.
And I say to you, actually, this attack spell is very useful in blank scenario.
Okay.
What am I saying? What is who's the guy out there who's like, I love this attack because of this?
Okay.
What's the purpose of it? Like what?
So
who, why, who, what, when, where?
now we're in the fun part, Kim. So let's engineer the exact moment where we are so glad we had this with us. Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.
So first off, you got this at level 1.
Yep,
You
I've got
just
it.
have this, right?
Yep.
So
Pip has one.
Pip has it.
Grey Cat has 2.
Level 1 characters are essentially just like
It's like an egg that you've drawn a face on.
exactly.
Like-
You and I, Kim, are technically speaking level 1 characters in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
We have this thing that
Yes,
lets
I've heard
us
that.
on a single attack we get, a bit of a bonus.
Okay.
So what's going on? Where are we? Set the scene for me, nerd.
Okay. Wait. What? How?
Put me in a place. I'm a level. Where would I
Oh.
be? Where I need this?
At the bar.
Oh, okay. That's a good D&D place.
But it's more of a tavern in this scenario.
Is it a tavern like it's a roadside diner with like a no-tell motel, or is it more like we do weddings here? We're a bed and breakfast.
Oh no, it's a no-toe motel with it's actually a sip and spin. There's a laundry, there's a bar upstairs, there's places that you can sleep, and you can do laundry in the laundromat that's next door. But that's where we are.
We're there.
Level 1s, just a couple of level 1s hanging out, bleaching our
We're
whites
out raising hell, obviously.
and bleaching our whites.
Okay, so we're at the bar.
Yeah.
We're doing a load of whites. I'm having a Sir Coors Light because it's silver. Maybe there's vampires around or werewolves, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got to make sure you got to watch
Yeah.
out. You got to protect yourself.
Now, what happens next, Kim?
You don't have money to pay the bartender.
You know what? That makes sense. That's what I did. I spent it all at the fucking laundromat.
Well, because you had to use the big machine. It's $6, but I mean, it's actually worth more because it would be 3 of the little machines, and those are all $3. And so you're like saving $3, but it was a lot of quarters, and now you're
I
out.
do that in my real life because there's a dryer that costs more, but it's faster. I true strike the dryer. Like I know,
Yeah.
like I can attack this thing with double quarters, and I get
Mm-hmm.
my clothes dry.
So wait, is True Strike just a spell of convenience? Is that really?
Well, that's what's weird, Kim, because it's not convenient. The amount of time it takes to do it is really the problem.
Okay.
The amount of time it takes to do it is an action. If it was anything else,
So it's really like we could in our turn, in the amount of time it takes to run away, just grab our half wet whites and get out of there. We instead decide to True Strike
and then
the-
try to run, or then do anything, I should say.
So really, it's like a bridge burning technique.
Yeah, it's kind of like if it's almost like you would use True Strike to so okay, anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. So I'm having my Coors White,
Yes.
and because it's a zombie,
Silver bullet. Go on.
and I don't have money to pay. Our barkeep,
Right.
what are we calling this person?
Rose. It's always just Rose.
God damn it. Rose is sip and lube. Is this when I cast True Strike?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. This was your moment where you were like, oh crap.
I point at Rose and I get a brief insight into the target's defenses. What could that possibly mean?
Well, you could find out that she
Is right there?
maybe it's like you look at her and you see that she has a gun, but it's clearly very old.
Oh, so
Or-
maybe she'll be slow on the draw. Okay.
Or it doesn't actually work and it's just to scare people.
True. That's true. I'm looking at her and I'm like, if I throw my bottle at her, boy, oh boy, is she going to be shocked by that. Okay. It's her turn, unless, Kim, you want to do something because you're here with me at this bar.
Okay, I choose to True Strike.
Okay, so you pointed at her also.
Yeah, I'm also pointing at her. And I find out
What do you find out, Kim?
that
What do we know?
I find out that she is made very uncomfortable by lots of attention.
Oh, okay. So that's good.
And so 2 people are pointing at her and she is
What
made
the fu-
extremely uncomfortable.
Now she has to come correct. So now it's her turn, Kim. So because all we've done at this point is point at her, she's gonna
Right.
draw that gun she had.
Right.
She's gonna attack us with it because that's the only thing that makes sense. I have now not paid her and pointed. So that's a threat.
But it's an empty threat because that gun doesn't really work.
Well, that's actually up to the dice, Kim.
Oh no.
So this is where True Strike kind of becomes sort of the gamble. If it turns out that gun wasn't up to snuff, one of us is shot with that gun.
Okay.
That's the game we're playing right now, Kim, is does she kill us before it comes to one of our turns again?
But like you were the one that got the beer and couldn't pay for it, so I'm pretty sure she's going to shoot you.
You did point at her.
That's true. It made her very uncomfortable.
That was very and also, Kim, just to be clear, you pointed it at her after I did, so she doesn't know what the fuck that means.
Okay.
If we survive, then I go to throw my bottle, but I do like an extra good job, and you go to do, if you so choose, some other Kim thing.
Run. I run.
You have
I
advantage
just think
on
that running is the best.
It's
I think I can do
how
this.
honesty is the best policy. It's like, because they never see it coming.
Like first I pointed at her and then I ran.
You're going down.
Bye. Not for me.
I'm out of here. So Kim, that's a pretty great. Now Kim, let's rewind the clock. So let's try this again. So same scenario. You and I, both at the bar.
Yeah.
Okay? I do not have money to pay for my Coors White. The big dryer is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Even
it was worth it.
It was worth it then. It's worth it now. Rose knows. The Rose always knows.
Oh yeah.
So she comes over, and instead of truing strike Kim, I decide to just instinctively throw my bottle. Now, Kim, what are you gonna do?
I run.
Okay, that still works. Okay, that's still good. Okay, so now we're in a scenario, Kim, where the following can happen. If Rose was somehow not dispatched by my elite bottle attack, at the very least, you have now gotten away. And on my turn, I could choose to throw, I guess, that same bottle. I didn't lose the bottle. I just threw it.
But also, like, I was also drinking not a Coors. I was drinking a Genesee, but still, there was a bottle right next to you. You could grab it.
So now I've thrown two bottles.
My abandoned, because I didn't take my bottle with me. It was pretty much empty, and I didn't want it to slow me down. So I left it there.
I was successful, and there was no risk to me, or I have a second chance. Whereas in the former case, either I have a chance to hit her with a bottle real good, or I just didn't get the opportunity to do that. But you always run away, Kim.
Yeah.
That's really all the spell can do. That's all it does. You point.
Okay, but like,
they don't know you pointed unless they see you, but that's it.
Okay, could you slyly point? Could you have pointed under the bar?
Okay, Kim, that's interesting. You ever see that thing like, someone has their hand in their pocket? Like maybe that's something like lascivious,
Yeah.
What if they're just casting True Strike the whole time?
It could be. You could just be like finger gun true striking everybody.
Yeah, every finger gun an opportunity for someone to just fucking cut loose and just fuck your shit up.
Well, because you don't have to. I mean, do you have to attack violently? Couldn't you just like? Okay, so let's rewind.
Rose is upset. I'm not paying.
No. Where I'm rewinding
even further back. Where are we now?
You haven't ordered a beer yet. You're walking up to the bar. You are trying to judge whether or not she's going to give you a beer.
Okay.
So you finger gun her under the bar.
Oh, okay.
And you get a perception that she is lonely because she has an indent on her wedding ring on her left ring finger.
That's interesting, Kim. So what you're saying is she does not know that shit is about to pop off if I choose.
Right.
And if it does, I have now pointed at her.
Right. But you've pointed at her. You pointed at her under the table. She didn't see.
Okay.
She doesn't see the finger in her.
Jesus. I think that's the only way you could use this effectively.
Right.
Because, okay, you know what? Because it's a cantrip, and because all you have to do is point at somebody, there is no particular reason you can't just have your finger pointing at literally everyone in always. It's always on.
And especially if you're level 1, I'm an egg with a face drawn on it.
I'm pointing at everything. Everything's
I need as much perception as possible.
The world is lava. And I'm pointing right at it.
Yeah, I need to know everything. And so, I would point at everybody.
And everything.
And I would just figure out, like I need as much perception as possible because I don't have things like strength or intelligence.
You ever, I would typically call that a very negative personality trait of someone just walking through the world, just like point. Like pointing's bad. You're not supposed to point at things, right?
There's a guy that stands on the side of the road in my town, and he points at everybody, and I love him. Jesus
does that?
I've told you about Jesus. He stands outside the Bojangles.
Yeah, you told me about some of his good works. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's great. And but there's this guy. He walks back and forth outside the Bojangles so much that there's a huge pit indent, and he is very well known. And as you drive by,
points at you?
every single car, he like very aggressively, like emphatically points, like Jesus loves you, Jesus loves you, Jesus. Every single car.
Does he?
Yeah.
How does he look?
He has a cowboy hat and cowboy boots and two braces on his arms, like he has carpal tunnel, and he has like a beard, and he looks very cowboy-y.
So he's basically a cowboy.
And he does like the finger gun kind of thing, and he'll like wave and wave. He's a hell of a guy. Yeah, it was actually when my family, who they are very much secular, when they came to visit, one of the first people that I went to show them was Jesus.
You ever met our Lord? Let me show you him. He's outside the Bojangles. We'll have chicken today.
And actually we did. That's exactly what we did. And we rolled down this. Yeah.
So he points. That's interesting because that point is incredibly threatening.
I know, but it is like a weird wave. The thing that is troubling is people beep their horns, and if you don't know,
wait, Kim, hang on. I know we're talking about D&D right now, but is Bojangles okay with this?
Yeah, I guess they let them use their bathroom. They're fine with it. I think that it drums up business.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I can see that.
Yeah, he's extremely positive. He doesn't hold a sign that says like you're going to hell or something. It says Jesus loves you.
Yeah.
And then he has one in Spanish also.
You know what, Kim? That's great.
I'm a secular person, but I kind of like to have a guy point at me and tell me that Jesus loves me. But anyway, maybe he's just perceiving every single person.
Maybe he's just ready for shit to pop off.
Yeah, he's just getting ready, and he knows everything.
If it happens, he has advantage at the start. We know that. Okay, so now we know this, Kim. We cannot, if shit has popped off, we have used this already.
Yeah.
There is no way we didn't. That's how this is useful.
Okay, cool. Well, there you go. You're welcome that I did that for you.
Kim,
now you know.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You've done today what many years of post could not. It's fucking ridiculous. It is.
You just got to protect your neck, man.
You got to protect your neck. So
yeah,
there's one thing here that says, this is someone who posted, this is from a fellow by the name of Texas Devon.
Oh, okay. Hey, Texas Devon.
He posted this February 17th, 2019.
Oh, you're dead now, but okay, cool.
3 days after he declared his love. He says, it would appear you do not need to see the target of the spell in order to cast it. Which is incredibly interesting.
Yeah, you could be like the spell. They could be in the potty.
Yeah.
And as long as you're within 30 feet of them.
Now, but someone says, this is from Sinwolf, who posted it a month and 4 days later.
They really sat on this. They thought and thought and thought.
The first sentence of the spell's description, which, Kim, they fucking cite, you point your finger at a target in range, makes me believe otherwise. To which Texas Devon responded, and Kim, I swear to God, 15 days later.
This is a slow burn.
If a spell requires you to see your target, it says so. Many spells say so. This one does not. So Sinwolf actually, and this is the part I fucking think is great, Kim. Sinwolf sort of agrees to disagree. It says, all right, I guess if you generally know, like I didn't have to physically see Rose to know. Like if I was outside the bar and I pointed at it, as long as I was in 30 feet of Rose and she's in the bar, I have advantage on her.
Yeah, but I guess you would have had to have seen her there, because how do you know that she's 30 feet away?
See, that's what's interesting, Kim, because that's the problem with Texas Devon's claim is the only way I would know that I was pointing at the thing I wanted to attack is if I knew it was there.
Really, the only way that Texas Devon's theory works is in the situation of a bathroom stall, where you see the person go into the stall, the door closes, but they are trapped in a stall, and you can point at the stall and you know that's where they are.
I have their last known location.
Yeah, because Rose could go, get somebody a beverage over at a table off in the corner.
She's working the bar
She could
alone
be
tonight,
bending.
Wednesday.
Yeah, she could be bending over to, replace one of the kegs, or like maybe a tap is empty. She's going to go down into the basement. You don't know that you're pointing at her unless you can see her. So I guess in theory, Texas Devon is right, but in practice, that's not really valuable. It's not valuable. That's not a valuable little tidbit, Tex.
And it's basically like if I'm just pointing forward all the time, which if I have this spell, believe me, that's what I'm doing. If I'm just pointing forward all the time, there could literally be like a vampire right in front of me. If I don't know to attack that, I may as well have not. Like, it's functionally useless if I don't know the thing is there and I'm pointing at it.
Yeah.
Pretty
So yeah, that's theory versus reality. So yes, Tex, in theory, you are
On
correct.
paper,
In reality, that's not a way to functionally use the spell.
Right. A lot of people hate this spell, and a lot of people are like, this sucks, and it's useless, and it's stupid, and no one can use it.
I'd use it all the time. Because I'm a
That's
coward.
the fucking thing, Kim. That's the part that I think we've cracked is everyone's been looking at this the wrong way. You just have it on. You just have it on constantly. Why would you not? Just point at
You are just
everybody.
finger blasting the entire room.
And this is the thing, Kim. If anyone tries to step to you because of this, fucking, you get a free shot with advantage.
Yeah.
Jesus, this is very threatening.
Well, I feel like we really cracked it, and
Really learned something.
this has been my time. Tip your waiter,
tip
Rose.
your bard and wait staff.
I pointed directly at her and made her very uncomfortable. Probably she's uncomfortable because people keep pointing at her.
Maybe that's what it does. Is like that's why you have advantages. They're just so shocked you pointed at them that you just get a free shot at.
I'm going to try that in a real fight. If I'm ever in a real fight, the first thing I'm going to do is point at them. Hey, and then slap.
Bam.
What did Five Fingers say to the face? Yeah. It's the only thing he's ever done that's still funny.
It does hold up.
Only that one bit though. Anyway, this has been what's the name of this one?
I've been calling it what?
No. But
the True Strike. This is True Strike.
True Strike. Yeah. So this has been investigating True Strike, and if I was going to put my nerd hat on, and I was like trying to be supportive of this spell, I think that we did a good job representing what it's good for and kind of debunking a lot of the like what people hate about it. They're not using it right.
And listen, by the way, if you have True Strike, just tell your dungeon master, unless I say otherwise, I am always casting this at everything I can see.
Yep. If I'm within 30 feet of it and I can see it with my little hairy eyeballs, I am pointing at that
I look
discreetly.
with my hands.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, Kevin. That was very good.